This is Miss Coon, and today we're going to create a sculpture garden playground. We're going to look at some work by an artist named Alexander Calder, using his work as our inspiration. So let's get started. This is Alexander Calder, an American sculptor known for his innovative mobiles. Those are kinetic sculptures that are powered by motors or air currents. He also made stable monuments or public sculptures. He didn't limit himself to just sculptures. He also created paintings, jewelry, theater sets, and costumes. Now we're going to look at some sculptures created by other artists. These are works of art that were created to be played on and used as public spaces. They're part of sculpture gardens that are meant for children to interact with. So let's imagine if Alexander Calder created a sculptural garden playground. We're going to use scrap paper today to create our own Alex Calder inspired sculptural playground. Friends that are here in class, you're going to get 1.5 sheets of cardstock. Our cardstock is white, and we're going to use crayons and markers or colored pencils to add color to this paper before we start building. I'm going to show you one example of one that I created. So it needs to be 3D and pop up, so I colored my base of my sculpture first. I used marker and crayon, and then I colored both sides of my half sheet, and then I cut my half sheet to create this Alexander Calder inspired work. So I'm going to demo how I created this shape, but I wanted you to see that I colored both sides of my small sheet first and one side of my base. Okay, so I have my full sheet and my half sheet, and my half sheet has a design on both sides and just one side on the big one. I'm going to take this half sheet and fold it in half. Okay, I'm gonna hold the fold, and I'm gonna cut some sort of design. I could do a straight or a diagonal line. I could do a curved line. This is really up to you. You could do sort of a zigzag line. And this is gonna change the shape of my sculpture. It's really important that I hold the folded side so that it still opens up, okay? And then I'm gonna cut kind of like spider legs that are gonna kind of go back towards the center, but I don't want it to get too close to the center. So I'm gonna make a little bitty extra fold. So I'm just gonna take the folded side, fold it over so that I'll stop before I get to the end, and I can cut any kind of wiggly pattern. I could do curve, I could kind of make it straight, and then over. I do one more, make this one very wiggly, and just go until I get to that second fold so that I don't get too close to my center. And then I'll open this up, and it's all still connected. And then I want to fold, like these are the outside arms. I'm going to fold this one to the front, and the one that matches it on the opposite side, I'm going to fold it to the back. This one to the front and to the back. And then all of the base pieces, I need to fold a tab. So I'm going to take, actually, it might be easier to just do them all at one time. So I'm going to fold it all together again and fold a tab at the bottom, folding all those pieces in. And this is a little bit of an experiment. You might figure out a way to do this differently than I did. Everybody's is going to look different. So I want to go back. This one's folds in, folds back, folds back, folds in. And then all of these little tab pieces, I'm going to cut my center tab so it's smaller. I'll do this one to the back and this one to the front. All these little tabs that are at the bottom need glue so that I can glue them down to the base of my sculpture. So I have finished my Alexander Calder inspired sculpture garden playground. Yours may end up looking completely different. So let's just say that you accidentally cut your half sheet into 2 parts. Then you can use those 2 pieces and fold them and make tabs and cut pieces. Again, it doesn't have to look anything at all like this one. Use your imagination, just experiment and see what you can come up with. We're going to save these for next week and add something to them next week. So I can't wait to see what you create. Thanks. Bye.